Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Decks on Decks. It's your boy, and I got some new stuff for you guys. I got some new ideas. Essentially, I'd love any help from the community on developing these deck ideas, and I just want everyone to know, no matter how crazy the world gets out there, at least we still have Magic. It's our own little escape, our own little personal getaway. So, let me take you to the brainchild of where, my getaway's been for the last little bit. And any improvements you guys can suggest would be great. I'm about to break it down and build some other stuff. At the moment, I just came back from like a qualifier event, and I did okay, like with the deck. I learned some stuff, so I'm here to kind of give my feedback on how it broke down. So this is a totally different kind of style deck for us. We're actually gonna have if I can spin the camera around. So it's a BOROS brew. Sorry, it looks like I'm filming on a potato. I smashed my camera at work on my phone, so you get what you get. But at least the cards are visible and we can still kind of break down what is happening. So essentially, it is a deck focusing around creativity, because I've seen the creativity decks running amok, and I'm like, alright, how do I put my own spin on that? And I thought, let's bring out these guys. Forget the Archon that people are bringing out. Let's bring out some big, interesting hitters. Now, this guy is really interesting, and we're going to talk about Platinum Empyrean and why he's important later on. But essentially, here's a breakdown of the deck. So we got our mana base. It's pretty simple. The weird thing that we're kind of playing is going to be 4 of the Dwarven Mines. They help us make tokens off of our fetches, which are going to be kind of interesting. The reason we actually have the Flooded Strands are for white fetches, which are going to be important because it is a red-white deck, and we're actually going to be playing 3 Blood Moons. So that's essentially in there for that. But the rest of all of our red fetches are going to be useful for fetching out this thing, which gets us tokens, which is nice. A couple shocks, some basics, how it goes. We got our removal, so white removal sweep, along with more token makers. Now, all these token making cards, you can guess, are going to be used for creativity. We need something to blow up, and it's going to work. Transmorgify down here essentially works as a 4-mana version of creativity for a one-off, just pretty much as a 5th copy. Now, the other reason Platinum Empyrean is so cool that we were talking about earlier is we're playing Madcap, right? So if we can't get the tokens going, we'll use Madcap to get a big 8/8, buy ourselves some time, or just win the game flat out. Now we got some rituals to help us there. We were playing 5 rituals. We got 2 Hordeling Outbursts, which honestly, just as tokens, just could win the game if nothing's going on. And that's essentially the deck. So we have our removal suite, we have the Blood Moons, we have token makers and our acceleration, and then our Trixie cards into the big 3, and 2 through the breach in case they get stuck in our hand. Not too crazy. Strike It Rich is kind of a fun card too, because it does give us those artifact tokens we can blow up, and we can also use it to cheat ahead on mana, even with that flashback ability, right? So it's another card that does fit into the deck. The deck stalls out, unfortunately, sometimes, and I believe it needs more cantrips, or ways of just ensuring consistency, but it's extremely powerful. And like, I was winning game 1 of every single matchup I had, but then game 2 and game 3 is where people started to pick the deck apart. I'm just trying to figure out how to make the deck more resilient. Now, the sideboard we had prepared for it is pretty interesting as well. I'll just give you guys a quick peek at that. So we got 4 ley lines, super useful, came in handy against like swans and some weird stuff we were playing against, but it is what it is. 3 Nahiris, mostly just for enchantment removal and eventually cheating out a big guy if we need to. Also adds the cantrip. It's just an all-around useful card, you know what I'm saying? Then we have 2 Rest in Peace Graveyard Hate, Creature Hate, and then people trying to stop us hate. And that's kind of what I did. I caught some Manitize. They, caught a couple Spell Pierces with it. Cast the spells here with the rituals over here. Get some extra mana. Keep the white on the side. Hit him with a Manitize. So I was able to play that out. It went okay, but I didn't get the results I was really looking for. I think I had some pretty cruddy matchups. And Humans is actually a bad matchup for this. Thalia is a pain in my side, especially when the deck only features 3 creatures, right? So everything is going to cost more. That sideboard card, that's a 3-mana 2/2 where they can name a converted mana cost that's non-creature and you can't cast it. So essentially that locks off my Transmorgify, my Madcap, and all my fun ways of going off, limiting me to only through the breach and token play, right? Which is way less ideal. So, like, Humans is actually pretty tricksy because they have great hate pieces, but I'm still trying to figure out this deck and play through it. and come up with new ideas. I'm gonna be breaking it down, make some other stuff, but I'm always gonna have the pieces, and any suggestions you guys can provide, that'd be sick. Much love, and signing out from Decks on Decks. Peace.